It's the beginning of the second quarter of the year. Time to set your Q2 goal. In today's episode, I will share with you how I used my vision board to help me identify a goal that I put in place last quarter, how I made it happen, and how it positively changed my life. You too can make positive changes to your life, achieving one goal at a time, one quarter at a time. Let the energy of spring inspire you to take action. Come on in, girlfriend. It's time to make what you want happen for the next 3 months. Hey, girlfriend. Welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. Do you want to connect back to yourself and what you really want for your life? Do you find yourself up late at night wishing you could just stop that never-ending cycle of people-pleasing? Do you wake up with plans for the day, but you struggle to follow through to complete them? Hi, I'm Marie. I too felt overwhelmed on the hamster wheel called life. Negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, and unhealthy habits were standing in my way of truly living a happy life. My breakthrough happened when I learned the power of choosing happy. In this podcast, you will find ideas for living a life where you put what you want first. You break free from your mind's focus towards negativity, and you find the peace and stability that will help you live the life that you really want for yourself today. Let's do this. We are choosing happy. Come on in, girlfriend. Hello. Happy April. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am loving the spring energy I'm starting to feel where I live. How about you? Before I get into today's episode, I just want to share a review that someone left on Apple Podcasts. And the review goes as follows. Contagious. Marie's joy is contagious. As a person that has struggled with mental health issues, I love how she's teaching people how to choose joy. Thank you so much. This review is coming from her Holistic Healing podcast. I am so grateful, especially when another podcast comments on my podcast. That is so cool. It's the beginning of the second quarter of the year. Time to decide on a goal you want to advance with for the next 3 months. What would you like to have in place by June 30th? Is there an outcome you would like to see in your life? Is there a habit you might want to improve on? Maybe a habit related to your morning routine? See episodes 24 and 25 to hear more about toxic and healthy habits in your morning routine. Setting goals is key when we're choosing happy for living our life. Goals, they set a direction. They give you a purpose for when you wake up in the morning. You're not in reactionary mode. So for the next 3 months, I invite you to think of one thing you can advance with in your life that would make you really happy during this time. What can you get started on? What could you continue? It can be a big thing. It can be a small thing. It just needs to be achievable in the next 3 months. And that's super important because you don't want to set yourself up for failure. You want to succeed. Feeling successful fuels you. If you are struggling to think of one thing that you could advance with, I invite you to listen to episode number 3, titled Design Your Choose Happy Vision Board, in which I talk about creating a digital vision board for free. What do you want for your life? Use the vision board to create a visual of your ideal life, an ideal everyday life that would make you really happy. Find pictures online that resonate with you and add it to your vision board. It is super easy. See episode 3 for details on how to do that. Once you have a visual of your ideal everyday life, look at the pictures. Is there a common theme? When I created my vision board earlier this year, a common theme that I found was pictures of summer living. I picked out pictures of women wearing summer clothes, living in a summer climate. Yet, here I was in the middle of a Canadian winter because I did this vision board in January, which is a really cold month here in Canada. And I was wearing dark, heavy clothes as I was drafting that vision board. I needed to wear the warmer clothes because of where I live. But that's not what my vision board reflected. What my vision board reflected was my choose happy self. And she wasn't located in a winter weather area. It's not realistic for me to move to a summer climate year round yet. given I have a job where I live. But what is realistic for me is going away, even if only for a week, to a warm climate during the winter months. It fuels me. So I make that a priority in my budget to allow for that trip to happen annually. And I made it a goal of mine. And this is where the quarterly goal teaching of this episode kicks in, to donate my heavy, dark winter clothes. I only kept the essentials. Beyond that, I wear summer clothes and lighter clothes, and it just makes me happier. So the one thing that I advanced with last quarter was to go through my closet and donate these items, these heavier, darker items. I donated beautiful clothes that still had original price tags on them. But when I would try them on, because I did try each item on before I donated them, I didn't feel happy when I wore them. So why was I keeping them? Why were they taking up valuable real estate in my small closet? Okay, so this episode is kind of diverting to an episode about wardrobes, and that wasn't my intent. Although spring is a good time to clean out our closet, and that will be on my to-do list. My intent was to give you an example of one thing that I did that changed my everyday life because I saw the common theme in my vision board. Now it's your turn. If you have your vision board, what is the common thing that you see there? If you don't have a vision board, that's okay. Think about one thing that you'd like to advance with for the next 3 months. Something that will make you happy. Once you have that one thing, write out the tasks, the to-dos that you will need to do to make it happen. For example, if I go back to my wardrobe example, I had a couple of big to-dos that I had to do. One was I had to schedule time in my calendar to empty my closet. I had to empty my closet entirely. And this took all day. And you're probably saying, I don't have time on a weekend to do this. I am so busy. I'm here to remind you, you do have the time, but you need to say no to other things. If this is what you want to do, you need to protect this time. You need to say yes to what you want to do. I also had to let go of limiting stories. You know them. For example, if I use the wardrobe example, I would say to myself, I can't donate this. What if I want to wear this next year? Then I had to do a bit of a reality check. If in my vision board I'm not wearing these items, then they clearly don't resonate with the life that I really want for myself. And number 2, and this was a big one because of limiting stories of how I grew up, I would say, but this item still has its original tag. And OMG, how much did I pay for that? And I haven't even worn it yet. That brought back limiting stories of thinking, well, you spent a lot of money for something, so you should keep it. Did that item make me happy? Maybe at that point in time when I bought it. I can't remember anymore. But it wasn't making me happy today. Again, why was I keeping it? So I donated it. I donated 3 big garbage bags full of clothes. Beautiful clothes. Some with original tags. So somebody's happy. Somebody's happy who's receiving these clothes, and I just sent it off with a lot of love and hoping the people that will wear it will be happy. So going back to that one thing that you want to achieve in the next 3 months, break it down into tasks and schedule it in your calendar and make sure you follow through. This is not an item to reschedule. You need to make it happen. Don't let limiting stories stand in your way or other people's expectations of what you should be doing on that time that you had booked for yourself. Okay, you need to say no to them and yes to you. Get beyond any limiting story that stands in your way. So this was a bit of a quickie episode just to get you going on making things happen in your life that you really want for yourself. I want you to tap into the spring energy and just get going. You've got this. Start somewhere. Go look at your vision board. Pick one thing, pick a theme, pick an element of it that you can advance with for the next 3 months. And make sure this one thing is something that you really want. This is not about what others want you to do or what is the right thing to do. And If you don't have a vision board yet, listen to episode 3, Design Your Choose Happy Vision Board, for details on how to create a digital vision board for free. And by the way, you don't need to have a vision board to set goals. So don't let that stop you from identifying that one thing that you will advance with this quarter. Okay? You've got this. Thank you so much for listening. I love connecting with you each week. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. Cheers! I hope today's episode gave you ideas for choosing happy and living your day today. You are worthy of living a happy life. Please forward this episode to friends and family who may benefit from hearing about today's topic. If you have a minute, please leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app. It warms my heart to see the reviews, and reviews result in the show being recommended to others on the podcast app. If you're looking for more, I invite you to come join us in the Choose Happy with Marie Facebook group, where I drop by several times a week with inspiring posts. You can find the link in the show's notes. And finally, don't forget that you can purchase your very own Choose Happy affirmation cards on my website at www.choosehappywithmarie.com. Have a great day, and remember, choose happy.